So what do you think of the color? Hi, it's Bud Wilkinson. This time we're looking at a 1961 Buick LeSabre. It was its vivid, albeit tweaked, Dublin green exterior color that caught the attention of Dave Billus of Watertown, Connecticut, who spotted the LeSabre on a used car lot in Thomaston in July 2018.
I had sold my 65 Ford Custom, which was my grandfather's, going back to obviously 1965. I had it as my first car. My family said, "Oh, you really need to sell it. You know, your job situation is tenuous. You could use the money." I sold it. 6 months later, big regrets. Saw this and love at first sight.
It was a case of perfect timing.
I saw it parked out in front. I fell in love with the color and took a good look at it, and I had my mechanic look at it, and he said it's very solid.
Buick's LeSabre model debuted in 1959 and lasted through the 2005 model year. This is an example of the second generation. The 1961 LeSabre marked the first year that General Motors discarded what had been a styling trend in the late 1950s, rear-end fins.
61s didn't sell all that well because of the radical departure from the fins.
But it did have some cool features, either in or attached to the dashboard.
I have a compass, and I jokingly said that's early GPS.
There's also a device that governs speed.
You hear a buzzer if you exceed the speed at which you set it. If you set it at 70 miles an hour, you go over 70 miles an hour, you're going to hear a buzzer, almost like a seatbelt buzzer, will go off, letting you know, hey, you're going too fast.
The most notable feature is the Miro Magic speedometer.
It has a what they call a mirror dash. The speedometer has a mirror over it, so it reflects the speedometer below it, and it's adjustable for the height of the driver. That was the selling point. They only made that for 2 years, for 60 and 61. It does create a challenge in the sense of when you have to change light bulbs in the dash, because you pretty much have to shine a flashlight under there to see which bulb is out, because you're thrown off by the mirror to its exact location, because it's opposite.
The LeSabre is powered by a 364 cubic inch nailhead V8 engine with automatic transmission.
They made that engine for 5 years, between 57 and 61. Stock, that's a 250 horsepower engine, but this now has the 4-barrel, also with 401 cam, electronic ignition, and as a result it brings the horsepower up to somewhere between 275 to 280.
Having owned the Buick for about 7 years, Billus has found it to be to his liking.
Drives very well. Buicks were known for a very smooth ride, and indeed that's what it has. Handles the bumps very well, very soft, luxurious ride.
That's my ride. In Watertown for CT Insider, I'm Bud Wilkinson.